Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me for this pick a card reading today. We are asking Spirit how to unlock your prosperity, and I am super excited for the messages that are coming forth. I just feel a lot of release and finding out what our blocks are to our prosperity and being able to let them go and finally allow Spirit to bring us wealth, riches, prosperity. So if you know how pick a cards work, we're going to, it's pretty straightforward. This is pile 1. I have a raw citrine on pile number 1. If you feel drawn to that, it's really beautiful. Pile number 2, I have a red rock from Sedona. I just think it's like magical there. So red rock from Sedona. And then pile number 3, you have an amethyst, a raw amethyst. So the timestamps will be in the description box below for each of the readings. And I also want to ask you to join me for the extended version. So if you pick pile number 1 and it really resonates with you, then I highly suggest that you join me for the extended reading. It's about the cost of a coffee, and those links will be in the description box below as well. But we are going to do a Quantum Alchemy Energy Healing for manifesting your prosperity. So what that is it is literally releasing from your subconscious mind right now that which is holding you back. Not tomorrow, not another day, but right now. And Spirit does truly reveal what is in your subconscious. And sometimes Spirit reveals it to you, which is usually the case, but sometimes those messages can come through me as well. And then we work on invocations to release and transmute that energy using alchemy. And you can just watch the magic happen after that. So join me for those extendeds, but we're going to get started with pile number 1. Hi, pile number 1. Thank you so much for joining me. If you chose the beautiful citrine, the raw citrine, this message is for you. So today we are asking Spirit, how can you unlock your prosperity? Sorry, I totally had like a brain fart moment. How can you unlock your prosperity? So let's go ahead and look at this card first. Okay, so we have, this is really beautiful, the Strategist, and it's Mars energy. And if you can see on here, it's like a checkered board with money all over it. Okay, so that's really interesting. And it says every vision has a plan. So the key words here are high achieving, productive, calculating, passionate, decisive, ambitious, enthusiastic, systematic, competitive, active, tactical, goal-oriented, persistent, and gritty. Okay, so that's really beautiful. And I mean, it's like this arrow with all this money, and then it explodes out the top with like tons of money. Yay! So let me go ahead and read a little bit to you from the book here about this. But it says, the Strategist. The sole desire of this card to be a channel for planning, producing, and formulating better ways to realize a worthy mission. So this is a success-driven individual with the profound desire to support future growth. As a strategist, you are highly gifted when it comes to devising plans which align vision with action to create a better world. Oh my gosh, I love that. You are ambitious, smart, passionate, decisive, technical, and on a path of personal precision. You help to create a better future by empowering great thought with a deliberate, purposeful actions which create results. You are outcome oriented and find finishing projects and achieving your goals deeply rewarding. Your passion for improvement keeps the wheels of your calculating mind turning, and you're always mapping new methods and systems to improve outcomes and bring plans to fruition. You're hardworking and agile, you work well under pressure, and are a keen problem solver. Your out-of-the-box thinking makes it possible to get the job done even when events throw a wrench in the works. Okay, so the shadow of this card, let's talk about this. Because the first steps of your greatest work are constructed in the privacy of your mind, at times you may get locked away in the castle of your mind with the key nowhere in sight. If you start seeing yourself as a legend in your own mind, you can easily become arrogant and self-centered, and your carefully constructed projects and teams will crumble. Okay, so when you're stressed, your over-calculating mind will kick into high gear and relentlessly drive you towards perfectionism. This need to be better and better will soon overshadow your truly great work. You'll be too tangled in what-ifs to implement your brilliant plans. Okay, so this can be something that we work on in the extended, is accepting this perfectionist energy and releasing that, because that would be literally the key to unlocking your prosperity, is having a plan but not being so fixed minded on it, right? Like being flexible to let things kind of flow with it and then continuing on that path even when things don't go so well, right? Let's pull some more cards to get some more information about how you can unlock your prosperity. So thank you, Spirit, so much. Show pile number 1 how they can unlock their prosperity. How can they unlock prosperity? So we're going to pull some tarot cards first. They unlock their prosperity. What do they need to do to unlock their prosperity? Now let's see what we got here. Okay, the wheel. Let's see if you can see that. Okay, let's see some more. Knight of Wands. Love it. Dance to the beat of your own drum. I like that. And I just see this word gritty on this card with the strategist, but also here, and this real fire energy with like, it reminds me like she's in Mars, or, you know, like, so that could be very significant for you as well. Queen of Wands. Okay, so highly creative. Highly creative. Let's pull one more tarot. Let's see what we have here. Highly creative. Knight of Swords. Oh my gosh. You really are like going after your goals. I mean, look at this guy running after that bike. And it is like literally super fast. Like you are taking off into your vision. So, okay. A couple of things that I'm feeling from these tarot cards as far as what you can do to unlock your prosperity. I feel like with the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Wands both literally looking at each other, it is almost this feminine energy of empowerment where you have to like constantly reassure yourself that what you are doing is the right plan for you. What you are doing is the right path for you. And I feel that that will truly unlock your path to prosperity, because I don't know, it's highly creative energy here. And what is going on is that there may be people that don't agree with what you're doing, but you do have a plan and you can do this. So don't let anyone bring you down into a negative energy saying where you can't do this or it's impossible for you to do, okay? Because that is just not true. Right here with these two cards right here. I mean, you are truly so happy when you are creating what you want. right? And so it is about creating a plan for yourself, but also not getting so stuck in your mind with that plan and letting spirit then deliver on that. With the Wheel and the Knight of Swords, it is literally saying once you're in this energy of the Queen of Wands and Knight of Wands, this very feminine, empowered energy where you are telling yourself like, this is the path I'm taking, this is the plan, and we're just gonna follow it, and whatever happens, happens. That's where you're going to feel spirit move and shake for you, and like you're unstoppable almost. Then you're unstoppable towards your goals. So let's pull a couple more cards just to get some more energy here. These are the, I think, Wisdom Oracle cards. I'm not sure. Thank you so much, Spirit. What does pile number 1 need to know to unlock their prosperity? What does pile number 1 need to know to unlock their prosperity? Meaning, what do we need to release too, right? That's, we're definitely going to work on getting out of your mind and that perfectionist energy. Because you'll never, like, I have it too, where it's like, I want to know that it's going to work before I do it. And that is perfectionist energy. For me, that's how it shows up. And it's like, it never works out. I have to just try it. Like, be totally scientific. Okay, this one just flew out. And it says, the eyes of beauty, positive expectations and clarity. Okay, so we can definitely ask for clarity. And let's pull one more of these, I feel like. So what I believe is like, you make a plan and you just start moving towards it. Don't think about it, just do it. And every little step, every little arrow, like can you even see this little fox? He starts moving and there's no money. And then it's like 4 squares and then there shows up some money. And then it's only like $2, right? And then there's another square and then more money. And then another square and then more money. And then a couple squares and nothing. So it's like, that's exactly how I feel. Like, you have to have this, the eyes of beauty is saying that feminine empowerment in yourself, that nurturing spirit that is constantly saying like, I can do this. I don't care what the world says. I don't care when it looks like I'm not making any money. I don't care what it looks like, but I'm going to keep on going. And you know, your plans can adjust and it can move around, but just keep moving forward, right? Oh my god, you can't make this up. This card is the Cosmos and it says creativity. I told you, you are super creative, and it says vastness. So like with these cards, maybe you, if you're not thinking that you're very creative, you are extremely creative. And it's just getting some of those ideas moving forward. You can always work them out on the way, but it's like you've got to take action and start literally running towards your goals. Let's go ahead and pull a couple more oracle cards just to get some more information. I mean, this is so incredible. The Cosmos and the eyes of beauty. See, it's that you telling yourself, you reinforcing to yourself, you affirming to your own self, like accepting your own ideas and approving them yourself. Like, you don't need approval from anyone else, because anyone who is creative, it's like 90% of the creative people out there who started something, who had a vision and started working towards it, no one was on their side until, you know, like years later, or even after they were dead, you know, like, and then it's like, oh, now I get it. Yeah. But that's not the case here. It's just that we've got to get you out of that perfectionist mode. And I think that's when you'll start to see. Thank you for showing us so much what pile number 1 needs to know to release or to unlock their prosperity. Oh, you're very creative. So it's like, just get moving. And you're going to see how creative you really are. Like, you're going to be amazed at spirit and your own self. Like, what? Make your own plan. Don't follow anyone else's plan. Okay, so you have stillness that just popped out here. That's a beautiful swan, which absolutely goes with that beauty, with the swan and the beauty, right? And then fulfillment with this peach. So let's talk a little bit about these two with the cosmos, which is crazy because you have the full moon here and the moon here with the cosmos. And then you've got the eyes of beauty and then the swan here with the stillness. So I think what Spirit is really telling you to unlock your prosperity is to contemplate on what you want. Like, cut out all the outside voices. Everything from the outside world. Tell your, say, my subconscious mind, Spirit, I am cutting off all outside conditioning right now to hear what I want to do and listen for that. And when you hear that, make your plan and start taking action towards it, because you are going to see, and it does take time, right, to start seeing this come to fruition, but you are going to see it happen. And you have to just keep in your, like, in this energy right here. No matter what anyone says, no matter if it takes months for your prosperity to start showing in your reality, you have to stay in this energy where you're just beating your own drum, you're holding up your own wand, and like, they're so lit up and they're just partying. Like, I mean, they are partying, right? So, yeah, you got to stay in that energy until it starts to show up in your reality. And then once that happens, you're boom. And watch what, I mean, the vastness of the cosmos can truly show you on that path. You're going to get more clarity and more clarity as you go along. And it's going to fulfill your life unlike anything you've ever felt. It's just going to be like the sweetness of life, like so excited for life to continue, so excited for what's to come. And I mean, I feel that excitement coming up in me as I'm speaking right now. So sit in stillness, get your plan, know what you want to do. It doesn't have to look like anyone else. Get moving. The cosmos will show you on the way the clarity, but get running after that and you will unlock your prosperity. I hope you do join me for the extended. Like I said, it's about the cost of a cup of coffee, and we do a Quantum Alchemy Energy Healing. For this one, we're definitely going to remove indecisiveness and perfectionism. We're going to work on those as far as energy healing. So if you are interested in that, you can click on the link in the description box below. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Share this video for someone who needs to hear this, because I guarantee you that someone needs to hear, if they're a creative person who are just being stifled by the outside world, they definitely need to hear this. So thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you have chosen the red rock, this rock came from Sedona, and it just has very powerful spiritual energy with it, then this message is for you. We're just going to go ahead and put that right there. So let's go ahead and look at the first card for you. We are asking Spirit how to unlock your prosperity. So with this, we need any negativity, any beliefs that are not in alignment with that prosperity. We're looking for any lower vibrational energy to release it and heal that. And then there will also be an extended tarot video that has a Quantum Alchemy Energy Healing along with it for absolutely releasing immediately any of these lower vibrational energies or beliefs that may be blocking you from your prosperity. We will be doing that as well here, but we go more in depth in-depth in the extended. So I invite you to join me for that, and you can get the link for that in the description box below. So let's go ahead and look at this first card. Oh, nice. You have the Leader, and that has sun energy. So it says, I lead from the heart, and the key words here are confident, brilliant, purposeful, courage, committed, authentic, positive, inspiring, passionate, empowered, visionary, vital, integrous, and trustworthy. Yes, please. Okay, so I'm going to read a little bit from the book because these are the Sacred Wealth Code cards, and I feel that this is your key to unlocking your prosperity, is really leading from the heart. So let me just get that. Okay. So it says your soul desire is to live up to your highest potential and guide others to theirs for the greatest good of all. To live in the present, free from the past, and to create an ideal future. So there can be some shadow aspects to this. And just so you know, they are arrogant, narcissistic, addicted to power, or over controlling. So those can come with this energy, but you know, we're just going to release that over controlling, addicted to power, arrogant, or narcissistic energy. And you don't need to feel like that word narcissistic for me is like very triggering, where it's like, oh, that's so bad. But honestly, everyone has those tendencies as well. So this is just saying that at your most brilliant, it is the positive aspects, and it can have those tendencies as well. And there's really nothing wrong with that. It's just knowing that so that you can stay in balance. So here it says, the Leader is an inspiring, confident, purposeful person with the clarity to courageously lead others toward a better future. As a leader, you embody the true essence of leadership in that you guide by example and teach others to lead themselves. That's huge. You have a vision, therefore you can help others create a vision and inspire them to align with their goals. You are brilliant, heart-centered, and lead from the inside out by tapping into divine guidance, trusting your intuition, and being an authentic expression of your most valued gifts and talents. You are passionate about developing people and know that true fulfillment comes from genuinely being valued. You expertly build a secure structure where your team is using their most valued gifts to achieve more than they believe is possible, while contributed to the success of the whole. You're uniting them, and now they're committed to moving your mission forward as if it was their own. That's awesome. So let's just go ahead and look at a little bit of the shadow aspect. It said, you are better than most at what you do, but if you let it go to your head, your ego will stroke you into arrogance. We don't want that. Nobody likes arrogance, right? Because it's just rude, you know, but that doesn't mean that you're still not good at what you do. And even here it says you're better than most. So, but you can become addicted to the power and delude yourself into thinking that power and responsibility are yours and yours alone. When you are stressed, you can become over controlling. When this happens, it may feel impossible for your team to trust you or be led by you. You will literally squeeze the life out of your mission. If you find yourself in the shadow of the Leader, you've lost your connection to source and put your ego in charge. It's time for a serious break to get back to the roots at whatever spiritual practice keeps you tuned in and present. So this is absolutely the key to unlocking your prosperity. It is leading from the heart in a way that you are able to move the needle forward with yourself or a team that just shows how you lead by example. So I think that's very important. And then what we can look into more in the extended is more of the shadow aspects and accepting and acknowledging these things and releasing them. Okay, so let's pull some more cards just to get an idea of what we're talking about. So how can pile 2 spirit unlock their prosperity? How can pile 2 unlock unlock their prosperity? What do we need to know? Okay, let's see what we have here. Woohoo! Those just flew wide out. I mean, no joke. Okay, so 4 of Cups. I'm feeling frustration with that things aren't moving fast enough. 9 of Cups. Queen of Cups. Oh yeah, okay. Super amazing. And Page of Cups. Ooh! So what you have is something very unique, and like the wealth code card said, is that you have something very you're better at most at what you do, and I think it's something different and unique to whatever else is going on out there in the world. So I think the key to unlocking your prosperity is releasing some of this 4 of Cups energy, where maybe you are feeling like nothing is happening for you, it's not working, you're very frustrated. So there's this frustration energy with maybe people not understanding what you're doing. But if you are the leader, then no one is going to understand what you do. That is the secret. You have to just keep moving forward in that what you know you do is unique. Okay, let's pull some of these oracle cards. Let's see what we have here. What does Pile 2 need to know to unlock their prosperity? Okay, the Spiral Dancer. Okay, so instantly with this 4 of Cups energy, this says like a circular route, or your perception is off. And so it's like if you're going round and round and round in a circle, doing the exact same thing over and over again, that's the definition of insanity, but also could lead to extreme frustration that you're going through. And it's like, okay, you got to change it up. Like, what can you do to change that energy? All right, so let's ask Spirit. What do they need to know to unlock prosperity? And this just says change your perception about it. And just like that, like I said, you can't be just like anyone else, because what you have to bring is so different. So like, no one's going to jump on your board. You have to be your, you know, the train, the caboose, the cabin, the whole 9 yards of it, and be passionate about it until that starts to get picked up. Okay, let's see what else we have. Small steps, asking for help. Yes. Okay, so asking for help in what your next step should be. That is very key. I think, let's pull some more. These are these Destiny Oracle cards. Let's pull a couple of these just so I can get a better idea. Thank you, Spirit, for showing us what Pile 2 needs to know to unlock their prosperity. And with the Queen of Cups here, it's like you have to just feel what is right for you. Like I lead from the heart, right? So it cannot be from the head. You have to feel this. You have to like really understand what you're doing is something that is new for people. They don't seem to understand what this is, but that's where your prosperity will lie. Okay. What do they need to know to unlock their prosperity? Freedom. Okay. So we have this freedom card. That's really beautiful. freedom. What freedom? Thank you, Spirit. What is the freedom from? You know, I'm just hearing like mass consciousness or societal pressures. Like that's where this freedom is going to come. Okay, going forward. So your prosperity is going to lie in, and this freedom is literally going to lie in this path that you're taking. And it's like, here it says small steps. And then here we have this beautiful path and these rolling hills, right? There's going to be ups, there's going to be downs, but you have to start. And on this path is where you're going to find this freedom. And I think this like circular route is almost like, stop looking outside of yourself. Stop trying to feel, or stop trying to do things based on what other people may think. And you'll feel that because it's like, you'll want to move forward with something, but then you're like, oh, I don't know, like this indecisive energy. So what we're going to work on in the extended for sure is a lot of that indecisiveness and maybe some arrogance, wanting some power, working on that. This frustration that we have here is really something that needs to be released. And you will find freedom throughout this whole path, but it's about taking the straight road, which means, this literally means make your decision and just stick to it. Now on the path, you may have to go on other paths, but it's still staying on that same initial path, right? So, like I said, please join me for the Quantum Alchemy Healing, and that will be in the description box below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. I really hope that this has helped you to see how you can unlock your prosperity. All right, I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. If you chose the amethyst, the raw amethyst, which is so pretty, it's like a wand. Of course. Oh, there it is. It's so pretty. Okay, this reading is definitely for you. So we're going to pull some cards, some tarot and some oracle cards, and what we are looking at is, how do you unlock your prosperity? So let's go ahead, and I'm just going to move this over here, and we are going to look at this card. This is the Sacred Wealth Code cards, and this is the Honorable Warrior. Oh, I love that with the white horse and the lightning bolt. Okay, it says, I take a stand for positive change. And the code words are brave, courageous, strong, passionate, bold, hardworking, territorial, athletic, competitive, decisive, heroic, loyal, disciplined, and action-driven. Okay, I love that. I'm just going to read a little bit into it and kind of go from there. So it says your sole desire is to pursue personal excellence and world change through courageous acts. To stand for honorable causes and be an agent for positive change. The shadow aspect could be a rescuer, narcissistic, volatile, or self-neglecting. Okay, so this definitely feels like this would be like the like Starseed collective, like the group that really is like light working. That's what I'm getting from this. Like, and that is exactly what light workers, to stand for honorable causes and be an agent for positive change, to pursue personal excellence and world change through courageous acts. And I believe those acts are through transforming the negative, transforming the shadow energies, transforming the lower vibrational energy. That is the light worker's job. So let's go ahead and pull some more cards and just see what Spirit has. Let's go ahead and start off with the tarot. I'm just going to apologize if you hear kids or my dogs. It's because I have kids and dogs. So we'll just leave it at that. But also I want to invite you, there will be an extended, if this really resonates with you, especially if you're a light worker and you want to do a Quantum Alchemy Energy Healing Session. This greatly helps you on your journey. And it's really a skill to learn because what you want to do is dive into your subconscious and really heal the trauma, the negative energy, the limiting beliefs. That is literally your job. So, okay, let's see, Spirit. For pile 3, how can they unlock their prosperity? What do we have for pile number 3? We're going to pull some tarot first. Thank you, Spirit, for showing us what pile number 3 needs to know. Okay, so we have here 7 of Pentacles. Instantly what I'm feeling is what you are working on is going to take time, and that's okay. Try not to get so frustrated with the process. It is a slower process of planting those seeds and then letting Spirit kind of germinate them up, especially with anything like healing. Like, this is your subconscious mind, and to pull these things out and to heal them takes time, and it's a slower process, right? And that's okay. Let's see what else we have here. The Lovers. Okay, so this is all about choice. It is your choice to be able to do this work. It can be very difficult work, and I will say it has been, obviously you can choose how you look at it, but for me, it has been probably one of the most difficult things that I have ever had to go through. And I'm not saying that it's over. It is definitely a journey, but I know that the most difficult stuff has passed for sure. And I know that because I can feel it inside, that I'm more like on a balanced, like almost like you've cleared out all the trauma, the past negative stuff, the people that you need to get rid of, the conditioning that you need to break off. And it's more like a balance, or just like a completely open field of possibility now. So that to me is incredible. But I will say that I've chose to do this deep inner work, and I know for myself it has been more than rewarding. Just already the life that I feel inside, it's so different. It's like inner peace, but yet this excitement for life. That's what I have now, where before it was always just a struggle, right? Okay, so it's definitely your choice, but I will say follow what you love. Okay, Ace of Cups. And let's see. Let's one more. This is something that has to be heart-centered and Judgment. Okay, yeah. I love this card so much. It's like releasing that judgment. Okay, so there is something that you need to unlock your prosperity. It is truly a matter of releasing any critical judgments on yourself and allowing yourself to do this work and to follow what your heart is telling you to do. Let's grab some oracle cards. These are wisdom oracle cards, so let's just see what, thank you so much. What does pile 3 need to know for how to unlock their prosperity? What does pile 3 need to know here to unlock their prosperity? Thank you so much, Spirit. What does pile 3 need to know? Small steps, ask for help. Okay, so what I feel from this card is just that, like I said exactly right here, that it is a slower process. But you have to, standing in that positive change, to stand for positive change means you understand that these things are like slow and steady wins the race, not just these huge leaps. And sometimes it can feel like that, but it's just asking you to take small steps at a time. What comes up for you, pay very close attention to what is going on inside, like how you feel, what's going on, and don't hide away from that, okay? Let's pull one more of these. So, you have the Metal King, which is discipline, armor, and boundaries. Okay. So, I think one thing to unlock your prosperity is really getting rid of these negative things that are going on in your life. So this could be people. This could be maybe you are feeling like you can't do it. So putting some boundaries up for yourself is going to be extremely important. That means that you no longer hang out with people that really truly make you feel bad inside. And unfortunately, it doesn't matter who it is. But we as light workers, we have to adhere to that, because you can't absorb that energy. You can't keep taking on that energy, because you won't be able to do your work. You can't even hear yourself beyond the noise of negativity that's going on, right? And so you have to be in this place of 100% positive energy, which means you know you can do it. Anything. You know you can do anything. You can create anything. And if you have anyone around you that's making you feel like you can't, then that's the problem. And it could be with other things as well. What makes you feel bad? Really, really contemplate on that. Ask for help from spirit to show you what is bringing you down, and then work through a transmutation process, like we're going to do in the extended, where you can release that and start building this internal structure, which is more what spirit does, builds you so strong on the inside that nothing can harm you from the outside. And we're talking spiritually, emotionally, not physically, obviously, but you won't even be attracted to those situations anymore. So it could be a lot of different things, but it's really super important to build this boundaries around yourself so that you can thrive. And that takes a lot of discipline, and you have it in buttloads. Like, if you think you're not disciplined right now, you are. It is just that you have some energy that is like making you feel otherwise. So pray, ask for help, talk to spirit, pull some cards, figure out what's going on there. But we will ask more in the extended and try to do the alchemy session from there as well, because I may get some stuff too. So I hope you join me for that, if that resonates. But we're going to pull a couple more cards. So thank you. How do they unlock their prosperity? Freedom. Freedom. So for you to unlock your prosperity, you need to feel like you're free from this. Maybe free from judgment of other people. And that takes you just standing in your power and saying, you know what, I don't care what people think about me anymore. No matter what I do, I really cannot be concerned with what other people think, because that brings me down. So you really need to be free from this to be able to be that honorable warrior that you need to be. And going forward. Okay. Both of these cards came up in pile number 2. So if you feel drawn to watch that reading, you can do that as well. But it is, I just feel like okay. we are so conditioned to believe that the life that we're born into is the life that we must lead. And that's not true. That is a victim housing, oppressed feeling, right? Of course not if you're born into wealth or some, and it could be. Sometimes those people are oppressed. But what I'm saying is, like, what I feel from this card is that you are absolutely free right now to create the life you've always wanted, not the one that you had to be born into. So what does that mean for you? Like, write it down, get an idea of what that means for you, and have it be more feeling based, right? Like from the heart, not so more like materialistic. The materialistic will come, but it's in the how you want to feel. Like, I want to be around uplifting people that encourage me and support me, and I want to, you know, have discipline with my finances so that I feel like I'm free. You know, it just, whatever that is for you. So like more the feeling based of it, so that you can truly understand exactly the path you want to take forward. And that requires asking Spirit for help. So ask Spirit for clarity, and we'll work on this in the extended, of course. But I feel for you to unlock your prosperity, you have to feel freedom. Like, that's huge. So wherever you're feeling trapped right now, so like tell me right now where you're feeling trapped.
Pretty good.
Just pause this video and write it down. Where do you feel that you're trapped? Because that's the area you need to figure out how to untrap yourself. And that could be even just the perspective of it. Because I guarantee you, you're not. It's just this feeling that you are. But you're absolutely not. You are free to create this beautiful world and move forward. Like, it's so awesome. But it is in taking these small steps towards that freedom. And I think a lot of it has to do with your boundaries. So in the extended, we are going to work on doing an alchemy session from judgment of yourself and judgment of other people, and maybe in allowing things that were against your own self-worth, your own respect. And so we're going to do a quantum alchemy healing session based on that. So I hope that you will join me for that. If not, I hope that this is giving you enough information for you to move forward. Please subscribe, like, and share this video. And I will see you in the next one. Have a great one. Bye.